Hello and welcome to Model Engineers Laser, and this is our latest product release video. Just over a year ago we released our LNER Y6 Tram in gauge 1 and immediately was asked if we could produce it in gauge 3. And here it is. This is the new gauge 3 version of the LNER Y6 Tram. This model is built pretty much in the same way as the gauge 1 version. It's a format that works, and the old adage of don't fix something that ain't broke. So if we start from the bottom, we have a pre-welded steel chassis which forms the foundation of the model. It's 4 wheels as per the original Y6. And is capable of driving on both axles. For this model, we have gone with the popular Appletree Railway LP Slim motor gearbox, which is driving the axle through the gearbox that Tim provides, with a 12-volt motor. We've only fitted one to our model, but the chassis has been built with anchor points here to actually take 2 motor gearbox units should you want to fit them. The chassis is from 2mm steel, all welded, supplied in a coat of primer. As you see it here, you will want to give that some paint of your own, and it is designed to run on ball bearing units for free running. The wheels and axles are from Slater's Plasticard in Matlock, and I don't know if you can see, but the crank pins are actually fitted. It does have the capability of running the coupling rods as per the original, although obviously we haven't got the steam cylinders and everything else of the original. So if you want to just run on one motor gearbox, you can put the coupling rods on and still have drive by 4 wheels, 2 axles, by connected drive. We start turning the model over and having a look at the bodywork. It's the same principle as the gauge 1 version. So we have a floor, which is laser cut in ply, and underneath you've got the side skirts and the buffer beam at each end. They all slot in from underneath and then they're glued in. And on the top is the main structure of the bodywork. We've done it in exactly the same way. You've got end plates and side plates, which then have the framing glued over the top. We have a quick little look inside. You can see the 2 stiffeners which give the sides its strength, and you can also see just in the bottom there the tops of the strengthening gussets which are fitted in behind the buffer beam, just to give a little bit of strength for towing loads coming through the coupling when you're towing a train. They've not yet been fitted to our model, but there are also perspex windows to be fitted into the frames. There's a little ledge created there for them to sit on, and also at the ends. Unfortunately not opening as per the real one, but we're trying to keep this as an entry model and not go for all the bells and whistles, which would make it a much more expensive kit. We have a look at some of the other details. As with our gauge 1 kit, there is a fret provided for the cowcatcher at each end, which needs to be folded up and glued into place. We provide the coupling hooks and the surrounds which strengthen the headstocks. The buffers are from Walsall Model Industries from their gauge 3 range. There's a choice of 2. You can either go with the original Great Eastern Railway type, which had round backs to the stocks, or you can go with the later LNER type, which some of the Y6 acquired later in life, but not all of them. So if you want to model a specific model, you probably want to check and see which ones it was fitted with at which point in its life. As with our Gauge 1 model, it will come with a brass roof. The main sheet will be pre-rolled to the radius, so that all that needs to happen is a tidy up of the parts, and then you can solder the ribs or glue the ribs straight into that sheet, and the job is done. You can see sitting in the middle of the bodywork there is the Loco Remote that I like to use. This is the twin motor version, and Chris Rennie at Loco Remote will be able to sort you out with one of those. As with our Gauge 1 version, we won't be supplying control gear, because although we like Loco Remote, you may have one that you prefer to use on your other models, so you might want to fit that instead. Also not supplied by us, because again people have their own preferences, is your choice of battery. We're using LiPo, which you can see the big power plug for there. Again, it'll be down to whatever people's own preferences for fitting. So there you go, latest product release. Gauge 3 LNER Y6 Tram. It's down at the Midlands Garden Rail Show at the Foss near Leamington. If you want to come and have a look, swing on by and we will show you to you for real. Thanks for watching.